Easter Jam Live. My name is Sarah Beth.
And I'm Matt.
And I am so excited for what's about to happen. Before we get started, there's only one thing that you need to know. Easter Jam is for everyone.
Teenagers, this is for you. College students, this is for you. No matter who you are, young, old, it doesn't matter. Easter Jam is for you. And this is an Easter like you have never done before.
The only way not to have fun is not to participate. So stop, look around, make sure you have everybody, and if you don't, go get them right now.
And if you have your phones, what we want you guys to do is make sure that you guys are commenting in those YouTube sections, in those comments. We have our phones as well. Tag us and in whatever pictures that you have, and we're gonna be interacting with you guys here. So make sure that you comment and tag us. We are about to get started in 3, 2, 1.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
It is time for our first game, and you are going to need your basket and your socks. Get your basket and socks? Great. Now choose 2 people to play. And if there's more than 2 people in your family, you're gonna need some scorekeepers.
Here's how to play. First, you want to take all those socks and dump them out on one side of the room. Now, don't worry, those socks are going to make their way back to the basket eventually. Second, what you want to do is you're going to take that Easter laundry basket and you're going to put it on the opposite side of the room. So if you got socks on one side, basket on the other. When the timer starts, everybody is going to quickly grab a sock. They're going to find its match and they're going to roll it as quickly as they can to make a sock egg contraption, and they're going to throw it like this. At the end, when the timer stops, whoever has the most sock, egg, ball things in the basket, they win. Now, you're gonna have to keep score for yourself if you don't have scorekeepers. That means you are going to be on the honor system. I'm looking at you, parents.
We are about to get started, but before we do that, I would like to check in with the McMurray family. They're gonna show you how to play this game, and they're gonna give you a 60-second timer to play the game.
McMurrays, can you hear us?
Hi, guys.
Oh, we're live? Hey, Sarah and Matt. Hey, we're live from the McMurray house. Everybody come say hi. Come say hi. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Matt. That's Brody. You're supposed to, hey, there he is. Yeah. Okay, hey, we're happy to be here. We're so excited to be part of the team for Easter Jam. We're live here. We're ready for we've been social quarantining. We've been riding bikes and walking dogs and everything, but now we're ready for our Easter egg throwdown. Okay, so we got our socks there. We're gonna match them up to make an egg, and we're gonna chuck them in the basket. Whoever gets the most during in the 60-second timer wins. So I've got the timer right here. Here we go. You guys ready? Let me move the laundry basket back. All right, get ready. On your mark. Hey, cheater. Hey, wait. On your mark. 60 seconds. Starts now. Go! Here we go. 60 seconds. Set the timer up. Let it fly. What you gonna match? Yell out the number. This one's already matched. Even better. Good. One. Oh, one. One for me. Three for you. Two for me. Four. One. Where is the match? There's the match. Three for you. Get in there. 3 for me. 5. Ready? What do you got? 3 for you. 5 seconds. 7 seconds. 4. 4. 2. Time is up. Let's get a count on the McMurrays and see who we got. Brody, how many do you have? 4. Brody has 4. Brett, how many? 4. I have 4. Brooks, how many do you have? 8. Brooks is your champion. Hey, families, now it's your turn. You got a few minutes here now to play this game on your own. We hope you have as much fun as we had. Also don't forget this. Ow! Got hit with the egg, a sock egg. Be sure to email us whoever the winner is, because we're going to be mailing out surprises. I hope y'all have a great Easter. Bye.
We're celebrating today because tomorrow is Easter. And if you don't know the whole story of Easter, that's okay. We're gonna hear a story today about what makes Easter, maybe more than any other day, a happy day. But before we get there, I am certain that you have some friends, maybe some family who would love to hear from you.
And we're actually gonna give you time to wish your peeps a happy Easter right now. Maybe you could run outside and shout Happy Easter.
Happy Easter!
Or maybe you could text 5 people. Or you can FaceTime a family member. Actually, I'm gonna go call my grandma right now.
Hear me now?
I can hear you.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Grandma, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I was just calling to say Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
You know that I'm live right now. Are you watching me live?
I am watching you live.
Can you say hi to all my friends?
Hi, everybody. Happy Easter.
We're challenging everybody to call someone that they, oh yeah, she's at the beach.
Can you see the ocean?
It looks beautiful. It's a fun way to celebrate Easter at the beach.
It is beautiful here. It's warm. It's hot.
It's hot.
Hot and breezy and beautiful.
That is fun. We're supposed to be celebrating Easter by calling someone who we are not getting to see. So I wanted to call you.
Well, thank you very much.
You're
That
welcome.
was very nice.
You're welcome, Grandma. Would you like me to blow you some Easter bubbles?
Blow me some bubbles. Well, that's pretty neat, Sarah.
You have bubbles too.
Yeah, we have bubbles too.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, I'm going to go talk to them and I'll call you later, okay?
Okay, happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter.
Thank you.
Grandma. Bye.
Bye.
Oh man, she's at the beach? I wish I was at the beach. Oh, now it's your turn. We are going to give you guys plenty of time. So before we come back for a quick story, we want to see how many ways that you can wish your peeps happy Easter.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts and minds and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and his disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with his friends, he told them that he would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of his own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then he died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely he was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took his body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now he was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
Wow, I hear that story every year and it always amazes me. I mean, God sent Jesus into the world to remind us that he is greater than anything that can go wrong in my world. And the simple fact that Jesus came back is proof to me that I can face anything that happened. And I like to think about it this way: I can because Jesus is alive.
I can keep loving because Jesus is alive. I could be brave because Jesus is alive. I can have hope because Jesus is alive.
Here's an idea. Why don't you take a few minutes with your family and see if you can think of things you can do because Jesus is alive? Like, how would you fill in this blank? I can blank because Jesus is alive. We're gonna check in with the Webb family right now, and they're gonna set you up with some time to answer that question with your family.
Hey!
What's going on, Webbs?
Hey, Matt. Hey, Sarah Beth. Hey, it's really good to see you guys. We miss your faces. So you asked us what we've been doing. We've been kind of just quarantining at home, hanging out here. We've played games together and eaten a lot. And what do you guys think?
School. Lots and lots and lots and lots At school.
Okay, maybe like a little bit of school. But in general, we've had a lot of beautiful weather, so it's been great to be outside. And we are really trying as much as we can to enjoy our family time together. So, speaking of family, you asked us as a family to fill in the blank. I can blank because Jesus is alive. And so we've sort of talked about that, and we've come up with a couple of answers.
I think that we can love others because Jesus is alive.
That's definitely that's a core one for sure.
I think we can not be afraid because Jesus is alive.
Oh, that's a
That is
really good
really
one.
good.
That's a really good one, especially during these times that we don't have to be afraid because Jesus is alive. Man, that's good, and that makes it a really happy Easter. You know, we get to have a happy Easter because Jesus is alive, and we don't have to be afraid, and we can love other people. So, yeah.
So now that you've heard from our family, it's your turn to discuss with your family. Take a few moments. When you see the timer, come back for a special surprise delivery.
I don't
know
what
what's
it's
gonna
gonna
be.
be.
I don't know. All right, bye, you guys.
Bye.
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 Jam. It's me, Zach, and I'm here at the Johnson house to spread some Easter cheer. Come along with me. Hey, Johnson family, I have a treat for you.
Oh, hi, Zach.
Hey, how's it going, Cambria?
Hi,
Hey,
Zach.
girls. Are you guys watching the Easter Jam?
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, I brought those donuts for you to spread some Easter cheer.
Thank you, Zach.
Hey.
Thank you also.
Thank you. That's very nice. That's the donuts. Bye.
Man, Zach, I want donuts. How do I make that happen?
We have another challenge for you. For this one, you need to decide who the technology genius is at your house. Maybe it's a step parent or an aunt or maybe an 8th grader. Either way, decide who that person is now. Got it? Awesome.
Now, I want you all to go outside and take a family Easter picture. Okay, it can be anything. You could go outside and be dressed up, you could be matching, you could be wearing your PJs, it really doesn't matter. Okay, just go outside and take that photo. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take the picture, I want you to make it awesome, and then make sure that you share that picture on social media. And don't forget to tag @_BCC Kids and @Blunt Community Church so that SB and I can see those awesome family photos.
I'll post the one we just took. But maybe now more than ever, it's time to celebrate and remember that God's faithfulness and the hope that he gives us in Jesus. After all, that's what makes Easter the best day ever. So go take your pictures. We'll set you a countdown here in a few minutes, and it will lead into today's worship song. Okay, hear me out. There are two kinds of people in this world. People who love Peeps and people like me who just don't get it. I mean, how do you eat something so cute and grainy? Let's see how your family feels. Show me a thumbs up if you love Peeps and show me a thumbs down if you don't. Okay, there are a lot of opinions out there, but no matter how you feel about eating Peeps, you are going to love this game.
Your family is going to face off in the greatest Peep jousting competition of all time. Now, allow me to explain. Here's what you're going to do first. You need to split up the room into 2 teams. Now, each team is going to get 2 Peeps. Now, if you don't have Peeps, that's okay. A giant marshmallow, something like that, will work just fine. Each team will get 2 Peeps or 2 marshmallows. And you want to name, you're gonna wanna name your Peeps. Name your marshmallows with something really jousty, like Sir Sugarcoat, or like Mr. Candy Watson, or something like that. Something jousty, something real good. You get the idea. Then you will wanna decorate. You can use a Sharpie or anything else that you have to decorate your Peeps. Give them a sweet mustache, maybe some angry eyebrows, maybe a fancy coat or something. Get creative, get your creative juices flowing. All right, once you guys have your 2 Peeps and they are ready, you want to prepare those Peeps for battle. All right, and you're gonna wanna take a toothpick and attach the toothpick to that Peep, all right? And then think of this as like the joust, as the sword, or as a lightsaber. Each Peep is going to need a toothpick.
Place both Peeps on a microwave-safe plate. Now, you want them to be touching, no social distancing is necessary, and make sure they're facing each other. Finally, it will be time for the big event. Gather your whole family around the plate and put it in the microwave and set a timer for 45 seconds. You won't let it run that long. In fact, don't let it run that long. Then press start. When the distance is up, the Peep who touches the other Peep with their toothpick first wins.
Seriously though, you're gonna wanna stop the microwave, okay? Trust me on this one. As soon as that Peep wins, you're gonna wanna stop the microwave.
It is time to settle this Peep jousting competition right now. But before your family takes a turn, we wanna check in with the Watkins family who are ready to start Peep jousting right now.
Hey, Matt and Sarah.
Hey guys!
What's up, Watkins?
We have all of our supplies here for some Peep jousting. Our crew has been decorating. We have Team Squish and Sprinkle Team, and they're about to verse each other in the microwave. We're gonna pop them in for 45 seconds and see how this goes. Okay, nice and clean. Hopefully it stays that way. 45 seconds on the clock, and go.
It's the final countdown.
Are they getting close? Are they getting close? Are they touching? Let's check them. Team Squish wins this one. It was
Great
official
job,
touching
Team
before they
Squish.
collided. Yes!
Great job, Team Squish.
Yeah, good game, guys. Good game. Good game. Good game. Now we have time for you guys to try this at home. We had so much fun with this. We're going to do a few more. If you don't write on them with markers, maybe you can eat them. So good luck, guys.
Today has been so much fun. We have loved seeing all of your pictures and comments and connecting with you today.
Easter is the best day ever. The whole reason that Easter Jam is even a thing is so that we can celebrate the fact that Jesus is alive. And we've accomplished that today. And the good news is we are going to get to accomplish that again tomorrow.
Join BCC Kids tomorrow morning on YouTube for more Easter celebration. And adults will meet you back here at 9 o'clock for our BCC's Easter live stream service. Today has been awesome. I am so glad you all were here. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.